Hey, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the hopeful elect. Noise in the gospel, broad lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is the Akia Mahaloya coming back with another lesson, Lord, will it be edifying to feed the lambs. This is titled, We're going to know what true righteousness and kingdoms, we're going to know what it's like to be true men in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to know what it's like to be true men in the kingdom of heaven. I say that based on a narrative that this society has totally and perpetually downgraded our men. Okay, like I was reading something today. It stated that basically the men were brought up to be gay or momos, and the women are taught to be feminist, which is fake bougie and fake strong, but yet they're very afraid. Okay, they're very afraid and fickle, but yet they're taught to put on this personified image of strength, which that strength is a false strength given by a false narrative of you having to be strong. When in fact, women, they're supposed to be strong in particular areas, but not when it comes to being strong-minded as far as doing wickedness. Okay, a woman is supposed to be strong in her house, meaning the fortitude and the how can I say the morality of how the house is ran based on a husband's wishes. Okay, taking care of the house, standing behind our men in all aspects. That's the way that women's supposed to be strong. Okay, not in the way of careers or anything like that. Careers, money, headstrong, etc., entitlement, those things. But men on this side has been taught to be weak, dependent, insecure, and the whole 9 yards, man. Like I was on the phone with my mother for like 3 hours, and we were just talking about some stuff, reminiscing on some things like that. And she said a handful. She admitted to a lot of things that she felt she didn't do right. And I asked for forgiveness, and I'm like, well, and I'm like, it's all good. I get it. We're under the curses. We were misled. But at the same time, she was like, I don't really want you to forgive. I want you to hate me. I'm like, why would you want me to hate you? She said, if you don't forgive me, that's okay. I said, well, why wouldn't you want me to forgive you? I mean, I understand. I don't, but I do. But my thing is, if I could forgive people for worse that have done things, I could forgive my own parent for not knowing certain shit. It just what it is. That's part of the curses. But that shows you how our people are destroyed and have broken down, because it's like our people, they needed to be hated in order to feel relevant, when in fact being hated is a bad thing when it's for a bad call. I mean, for a bad cause, so to speak, if you get what I mean. But nonetheless, man, us as men of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to know what it's like to have true godhood, true rulership, true substance, man. Okay, we're going to know what it's like to actually rule and be kings on the planet Earth, because in this society, us as men, we're taught to just be, you got to fucking beat around the bush. You can't be straightforward. You got to watch how you speak. You got to watch your tone. You got to take the low. You got to take the beating on top of the head. When in fact, the scriptures say, gird up thy loins and be men. Okay. Matter of fact, let me find it real quick. I just had it to Job 40 and I just had it. Yep, Job 40, and I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, gird up thy loins now like a man, and I would demand of thee, and declare thou unto me. Right, the Lord commanded us to be men. All right, so, hey, brothers, man, don't feel condemned or don't feel broken down in the spirit because you're condemned for being a man, for speaking out for what's right, for telling them what it is. Now, there is a time and season and place for all things, because all things that are done are not done in particular season, are not always edifying. The scriptures goes into about speaking certain things in season. You have things that you bring out in season, things out of season. Okay, though it can be right, but if you bring it out at the wrong time, then it can be throwing the spirit off. So certain things you hold your peace on. But overall, brothers, man, don't let anybody make you feel less than for being a man. Okay, for one thing, you run a household. You want to run a household the way you're supposed to. But in this society, they teaches you, oh, nah, you can't do it like that. And in some cases, you may compromise and say, well, yeah, this is a little bit this way wayward because, we ain't living in these particular times. But overall, your mindset, how you look at things, how you perceive things, and your true intent to the spirit, don't let anybody make you feel less than that. Okay, don't let anybody make you feel like, oh well, a woman you have to put on a pedestal. You don't have to do that, man. That's not what men do, especially if she's not doing the right thing. Okay, now credit is given where credit is due, of course, because it's a balance, and we're not unrighteous to negate anybody of their efforts. But overall, you know, being a man, thinking the way you think, standing out there on the highways and the byways, that's real shit. And that's what we're supposed to do. And don't let anybody make you feel less than anything. Oh, well, you wrong for this. Nah, man, you wrong. All right. But in the kingdom, we're going to know what it's like to really be men, to come home to a house that's in order, to have children that's in order, to have women that's in order, to have servants, handmaids, gold, residuals. Okay. We're going to have substance, man. Things that we were deprived of, things that we were told we could never amount to. We're going to have these things, man. Okay. And you're not going to be ridiculed for being a man, for speaking like a man in the kingdom of heaven, because the kingdom of, that's why it's called a kingdom. Okay, because it starts with the men. All right. And it says here, it says, "Would thou also disannul my judgment? Would thou condemn me, that thou mayest be righteous?" Okay, because the whole fact about it is, hey, we are speaking the words of the Heavenly Father, man. All right. And we continue to push these words through the Spirit. So, brothers, like I said, man, when the kingdom of heaven is fully established on the planet Earth, we're going to know what it's like to rule. Okay, because the Lord said he was going to set crowns upon our heads, man. And he was going to give us the power to rule the nations with a rod of iron, man. And I don't know if brothers really understand the sincerity or grasp the reality of us really sitting on thrones, having crowns on our heads, man. What do you think Yahweh Shai is preparing right now, man? He has those crowns already laid up in the heavens. And trust me, when he comes back, he's going to have those crowns with him, man. The Lord is ready to come back, bro. He's ready to come back and be unified with his brothers, man. He's ready for it. We're ready for it. Okay. But hey, it's at the dime of the Most High. When the Most High say, okay, cut it in the program, that's when everything is going to crack. And prophecy is leading to that. Okay. But hey, that's why the Lord said his reward is with him. Okay. To give those according to their works, good or bad. And hey, you better believe that Yahweh Shai got 144,000 crowns right on his mantle, man. And when he comes with them chariots, hey, the Lord is going to bring them crowns with him, because, hey, in 2nd Esdras 13, it stated that he crowned us, man. Okay? No, 2nd Esdras, the 2nd chapter, the Lord set crowns upon our heads, man. Saying, look, you got the victory. Okay? So, hey, man, like the scriptures say, man, hey, come into the rest, man. Enter into the Lord's rest. And when we enter to the Lord's rest, we're going to know what it's like to be glorified. Okay, we're going to be the one that's catered to, because the black men in the society, the black, Hispanic, and Native American men, we're the least catered to. Okay, we're the least desired, at the same time being the most desired, but we're the most hated, but being the most beloved, because everybody hates us, but they loves us at the same time. They love our ability. They like the way we look. You know, they like our swag, so to speak, but they can't stand the sight of us because of what we represent. You see, in the kingdom, we're going to actually live out what we're supposed to do. So this is the book of Isaiah 62. And I'm going to start at verses 2. It says, "And the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, and all the kings thy glory." Okay, they're going to see it, man, because these nations are going to bow down to us. They're going to literally pay tribute to us. Like the scriptures say, our gates should be open continually, and they should come before the gates, and they're going to be all types of shit. You think brothers are getting gifts now at the ass? Wait till we get these nations in subjection. They're going to literally throw us gifts. They're going to throw us the daughters, as concubine, cinnamon, spices, herbs. I mean, just to the point that it's like, well, I'm going to put all this shit. I got to build a whole nother storehouse in order for this stuff to fit, because I ain't got no room in this palace for all this stuff, man. And to think about it, brothers, what's so beautiful about the kingdom of heaven is that we got time. Time is going to literally be on our side. You know why? Because we're going to have an eternity. And I don't think we understand what the word eternity means, man. And I'm going to look it up in the Bible. Okay, because for one thing, they don't understand what eternity is, man. You people don't get it. We don't even get it to a certain degree. But we have time. Not like on this side when you rushed. You got 24 hours in a day. You got to try to work out quick. You got to put your shows in. You want to try to get a little bit playtime in. All of a sudden, you're back at work, working 8 hours. That's a 30 of your goddamn day right there. Your day is broken up into, 8, 16, 24, 3 8-hour periods, man. You see what I'm saying? In a 24-hour period, and 8 of those, you're supposed to sleep. 8, you're at work, and then the other 8, you got to squeeze dinner and your leisure time and your chill time, which really leaves you no time for yourself. Because out of the whole day, you may only get an hour or two to yourself. Okay, I mean, working out is one thing, but even then, working out is still a strenuous activity. You only get chill time when you get ready to go to bed. But in the kingdom of heaven, we're going to have time on our side. We're going to have time to do things and enjoy things. Like I may want to go to a different world or a different planet, and I may want to stay on that planet for 5 years, man, without being bothered. I may just want to go up there and spend time, and come back during the high holy days and, and a Sabbath and so forth like that. But overall, man, I may just want to go to a place for a whole week and not be no concubines, no women, no children, just me, or just me and the brothers, or just me, or Yahweh Shai and myself, man, because one thing about brothers, man, we in the kingdom of heaven, Yahweh Shai is going to have his individual time with each and every member of the elect. That's why the scriptures say that, hey, we go so wherever the Lamb go, we follow them, man. Okay, and we're following him now because we're living his life as he lived. We're walking testaments of Yahweh Shai, man. Okay, and in the kingdom, hey, we all going to have our one-on-one time with Yahweh Shai. Because guess what? There's going to be time for it. Okay, it ain't going to be like a celebrity day. Oh, you got 10 minutes to take it. No, we're going to kick it with the Lord, man. The Lord may have hey, brother, I want to spend the entire week with you, man. My dollar. And the Lord going to take you and show you some beautiful shit, man. Some things you couldn't even fathom. Like, wow. The Lord was like, look, I went there and I created this for y'all, man. That's how great it's going to be, because that's how much Yahweh Shai cared for Israel, bro. Starting with the elect first. And it's going to be beautiful, man. It's going to be beautiful. But yet Jake throw it away because they don't see it. They don't see the reapable results, or they don't see the tangibility of what we're saying, since it's not instant as we speak, like they called, it's a term I'm looking to use, instant gratification behind it. They don't really believe it because they can't see it. And they mind say, well, it ain't happened, so I'll deal with it when it comes. Okay. But it says, thou shalt also be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord, and a royal diadem in the hand of thy power. Okay, so I'm going to look up that word diadem real quick. Okay, in Isaiah 62, and let's see what it means here. Look that word up and get some understanding on it, because we look up words here. All right, so let's look turban or headdress. Okay, it says turban or headdress. So it says that's also be a crown of glory in the hand of the Lord, and a royal diadem in the hand of the power. Right, because turbans were very important, or how can I say, they were very lucrative, so to speak, or they were very like, how can I say it? They were very necessity, or a necessity to the priests, man, because when we went into the holy of the holies, man, we had to have a certain garb on, and a lot of the priests wore turbans. Okay, and it says, and thou shalt no more be termed forsaken, neither shall thy land any more be termed desolate, but thou shalt be called Hezabah in thy land, Beulah, for the Lord delighted in thee, and thy land should be married, man. Okay, because hey, we're gonna get our land back. It says, for as a young man married the virgin, so shall thy sons marry thee, right? Because we are espoused unto Yahweh Shai. And as the bridegroom rejoiceth over the bride, so should thy power rejoice over thee, bro. And this is what's going to happen, man. Okay? That's why it says, and I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which should never hold their peace day nor night. And ye that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. And this is the reason why we're hasting to come, and we're asking the Lord to speed the coming. Come back and deliver us, man. Okay? Give him no rest till he establish, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth, man. Okay? It says, for the Lord hath sworn by his right hand and by the arm of his strength. But surely I will no more give thy corn to be meat for thy enemies, and the sons, the strangers, should not drink thy wine, for which thou hast labored, right? Because, hey, this time, hey, what we've labored for on this side is stored up on the next. Therefore, the heathens are going to build our kingdom. Like I said, we're going to know what it's like to be true kings in the kingdom. It says, but they that have gathered shall eat it and praise Yahweh, and they that have bought it together shall drink it in the courts of my holiness. Right, man? Because we're going to have access to the tree of life, which is this understanding and knowledge. Okay? We're going to have access to the secrets of the universe. We're going to know what it's like to understand things that the Most High said we couldn't understand on this side. Okay, because through the Spirit, man, hey, if we make it, we going to understand all things, man. And it says, and go through the gates, and prepare ye the way of the people, and cast up the highway, and gather out of the stones, and lift up a standard for the people. And that's what we're doing when we're speaking on the highways and byways, man. But it says, but the Lord had proclaimed until the end of the world, say ye to the daughter of Zion, which are the Israelites, behold, thy salvation cometh, and behold, his reward is with him, and his work before him. And they should call them thy holy people, the redeemed of Yahweh, and thou should be called sought out, a city not forsaken, because they're going to actually see the glory upon us when Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai elevates us in. Okay? And that's the whole point, man. And that's what we're getting ready to experience. Once this devil goes down, hey, brothers, we home free, man. And it's so unbelievable. I mean, it's believable because we have faith, but it's just still unreal because we've never experienced this. We are at a time now that this is the end of all things. Really the beginning, because when this place ends, that's when life begins. Okay? If y'all understand what I mean. When this place ends, that's when life begins. So really, the aftermath is really the beginning. Okay? This is the end of this present rulership, and we ain't gonna never go down again, man. Period. We ain't going through this shit no more. That's it. We're gonna rule forever and ever and ever, and it's gonna be a happy ever after, man. Okay, and what happens beyond that, I have no clue. And that's the beauty of it, man. Being fervent to know, but not knowing, because that makes it so much better than anticipation. When you anticipating something and you don't even know what it is, but you know it's gonna be good, that makes the anticipation so much more exciting, man. Because we don't know exactly what we're going to be doing in the kingdom. Yeah, we look at it, having slaves, having women. We're looking at it from a third dimensional standpoint, okay? We're looking at it in the flesh. But when we really understand and harness the power of the Spirit, that's when it's going to all make sense. Like, oh, shit, this is a higher level. The kingdom is going to be so high level, man. We're going to look back and our thoughts of the kingdom of heaven is going to be so shameful. Like, what the hell? We was thinking low level. And to what I'm saying, they don't seem like no low level shit. Having slaves and, streets of gold, having the rubies to cater to you, man, the forest singing to you, floating. Our kids got spiritual power. That's all high level stuff, but it's a higher level to that we're not even scratching the surface of it. And Esau knows these things, man. That's why he keeps them hidden, But this is the book of Revelation 2. And I'm going to start at verses 26. It says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my works until the end, to him I will give power over the nations. Okay? Power over the nations. That's power there. And he shall rule them with the rod of iron, as the vessels of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I received of my Father, man. Okay? So that's the point, man. We're going to have power, man. And I will give him the morning star. So he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saying to the churches, man. Okay, and these churches were Israelites, man. These were the church of Berea. You had the church of Philadelphia, Laodicea, okay, Berea, okay, Asia Minor, okay. These are the churches that Jake was in, our people, okay, because remember, our people were scattered abroad, man. All right, so one more precept, and I'm gonna end it. Lord's will, this was edifying. This is the book of 2 Esdras 2, and I'm gonna start at verses 42. And it says here, I, Esdras, saw upon Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number. They all praised the Lord with songs. In the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, man. Okay, and this is even before Yahweh Shai came on the scene. So he's already saw visions of the Lord. This is before the Lord came on the scene the first time. Because remember, Esdras, the Apocrypha, is between the Old Testament and the New Testament, which the Apocrypha is technically still part of the Old Testament, to be technically honest. It says, stature taller than the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns. And it was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? And he answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now they are crowned and receive palms, which shows you that it's a reward for standing behind the name of the Lord. And it says, Then I said it to them, What young person is that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of Yahweh, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. Because remember, man, standing for the Lord, man, that's not an easy thing. Okay, and it had to be some type of adversity for him to make the statement that they stood stiffly, meaning that it was something that was trying to move us out the way from believing in this thing, man. Okay, whether it's other camps coming against us, Esau coming against us, the world coming against us, standing true in boldness and the faith, even when nobody believed. That's an unmovable object, man, a rock. And it says, and the angel said unto me, go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power thou hast seen. And this is the reason why we prophesied. All right. So I looked up this definition of kinghood, and it says here, the state of being king, kingship. Okay. That's the whole point. What do you mean by kingship? The position of office or dignity of a king, personality of a king, government a king. Okay. So it's a good thing, man. It says idiomatic expressions, related words for kingship like majesty, power, supremacy, sovereignty. That's right. We're going to have a sovereignty. We're going to have a righteous monarchy in the kingdom, royalty, Macedon, overlordship, dynastic absolutism, and Avagan, okay? And Avagan, man, or Agavin, however you pronounced it, you know? But anyway, brothers, man, I'm going to end it there, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And with that, shalom and a ball.